For 2 centuries, one book justified torture and turned superstition into law. It began in 1486, when a Dominican friar named Heinrich Kramer wrote a manuscript he called Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches. He claimed it would protect the church from evil. Instead, it taught the world how to burn it. Europe was still trembling from plague, famine, and war. Fear ruled every village. People wanted an answer for their suffering, and Kramer gave them one: witches. His book promised certainty in chaos. Every sickness, every storm, every failed crop could now be blamed on someone, usually a woman. The Malleus Maleficarum was divided into 3 parts: why witchcraft was real, how witches sinned, and how to destroy them. It instructed judges to interrogate, to torture, and to execute. It was not theology, it was a manual for fear. And because printing was new, its poison spread faster than any sermon. Kramer wrote that women were weaker in faith and more easily tempted by the devil. He said midwives and widows carried Satan's mark. With the church's early blessing, courts turned those words into law. Confessions were ripped from the tortured. Thousands were hanged or burned. For generations, this single book whispered that evil wore a woman's face. Some scholars called it madness. But fear is louder than reason, and the Malleus Maleficarum spoke fear's language perfectly. Even after the church disowned it, the damage was done. The fire had already become faith. Today, historians call it a moral earthquake, a book that turned imagination into evidence and prejudice into policy. It reminds us that words can be as deadly as weapons, and that ignorance wrapped in holiness burns just as bright as any pyre. The hammer of witches never destroyed witches, it destroyed compassion.